Hello, everyone. I'm Bob McCraney with This Month in Realty. Today, I'm honored to be speaking with Jamie Harnish. Now, Jamie is an agent with Bosley Real Estate in Toronto. Jamie, tell us a little bit about the market in Toronto.
Sure. Hi, Bob. July was an incredibly busy month. So in 2020, it's been the busiest month so far in terms of number of new listings and sales. And what I found interesting was that with it being the beginning of the month, we're recording this on August the 7th, the new stats come out and comparing the previous month, July of 2020, to July of 2019. And so the price increases, the increase in sales, kind of everything off across the board is up a lot, like double digits. And so what I'm anticipating is that in the media, there's going to be tons of headlines and stuff like that about prices being up 25% and sales being up 30% and all this kind of stuff. But I think it's misleading. And don't get me wrong, the market is very hectic in Toronto, and prices are increasing, and it is very busy. Pardon me. But when you see 20+% increases in prices, the thing that people have to remember is that July typically is not a busy month. So when you compare July of 2020 in a pandemic, when our typical busy months of March, April, May, and June were very slow, and you compare them to 2019, 2018, 2017, July is usually the fourth or fifth busiest month between March and July. So comparing July of 2020 during this pandemic to July of 2019 to me is not a fair assessment, or is not an accurate assessment at all. In terms of the prices and stuff like that, the number of luxury properties in Toronto, the sales of luxury properties is way up in July of 2020 compared to July of 2019. And that's going to have an effect on the averages. Now, I haven't gone into the statistical kind of distribution and all that kind of stuff, but I do know that in 2019 in July, there were 97 properties that sold at the 2 million price point or higher. And in 2020, there were 237. So more than double the number of, what we consider luxury properties in Toronto sold last month compared to July of 2019. So of course that's going to drag the average prices for detached properties, average prices for all property types in the city. It's going to drag it way up. So I just kind of wanted to say that just to kind of maybe temper some of the kind of craziness that's going to be coming out of the media over the next couple of days.
It's always good to have a local expert who can tell you exactly what this means versus the headlines in the story. Thank you for that. So last month, you mentioned there was a high amount of rental inventory in Yonge and Eglinton. What's the update on that?
Yeah, so it's grown. Last month, there were approximately 300, low 300s, 305, 306 active rental condos at Yonge and Eglinton. When I checked this morning, there was 392. So the amount of rental inventory for condos has grown. Now, the other thing that I did is I checked the number of rentals, leases that happened in the month of July, to check the months of inventory, which is the absorption rate, right? Because that can tell you whether, what kind of market that you're in. It is still relatively low. So the months of inventory is 2.5. That still would indicate a landlord market, but it's higher than it was in June. So we're seeing the rate of increase of rental properties outpacing the rate of places that are getting leased. So if that trend will continue, and we'll continue to see a growth in that gap between the leases and the number of leases that are happening and places that are becoming available for lease, then we'll continue to see some downward pressure on prices. We're already seeing prices on the decline. I would say easily 5 to 10% probably down compared to the beginning of the year.
Interesting. Okay. So if I was an investor, what price point would I be looking at to get a property in Yonge and Eglinton to rent out?
Yeah, I mean, it depends if you're looking for, a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom. 1 bedrooms in that neighborhood, you're starting at least with a 5. So in the 500s, depends on whether you want parking and what building and the size of the unit. If you're talking 2-bedroom, it's at least starting with a 6, I would say, again, depending on those other factors. Full disclosure, I don't know that becoming a condo investor at Yonge and Eglinton is really a great time to be doing that right now. You've got rental prices going down and prices of condos going up. So,
Oh,
you
good
know,
advice.
yeah, there's going to be a discrepancy between, if you're buying something specifically to rent it out, and you're looking to cash flow. I mean, if you're looking to be a capital investor and just hoping to put your money in a condo and hoping that it will grow, and you don't necessarily care as much that you're going to cash flow negative on a monthly basis, then so be it. But if you're looking for cash flow, not a great plan unless you're putting a lot of money down. But then your ROI is decreased by quite a bit. Like, you can make anything
Gotcha.
cash flow if you put 100% down payment, but that's not really the point of investing, right? So
If money was no object, it would be a great investment. Sounds good.
yeah.
So, okay, Jamie, thank you for being here. How would somebody contact you?
Yeah, so my cell phone number is 416-428-8892. You can call or text. And my email address is J and then my last name, Harnish, at bosleyrealestate.com. But I'm most easily found my contact information. If you just Google Jamie Harnish, Toronto, you can find me very, very easily.
Okay, say the number one more time.
416-428-8892.
Okay, thank you for being here. This has been This Month in Realty. Tune in next month to see more from Jamie and other experts in Canada and across the United States. Take care.
Thanks, Bob.